First question of the day: Will I?
Oh, well,
Um, I don't know. Are you gonna apothecary trade?
No, fuck that, dude.
well, that's the start of the podcast.
I swear to God, I don't think anybody's ever apothecary traded. I just said that as a 100% joke, and he actually did it and
Everyone's
spent like
serious.
30 minutes doing it.
Okay, well, welcome to the Zomcast, everyone. This is episode 3 with the big guy, the Big Mike 24. Go check him out.
What's up, guys?
And then we got LZ Scythe back again.
Yeah.
That's it.
I don't know what to say.
Literally anything would be good.
All right, what's poppin', homies?
Okay, well, I guess we could start it off by asking the Big Mike what his first map or like experience was with zombies.
So, back in the day when I was a little kid, I had strict parents and everything. So I wasn't allowed to play zombies or Call of Duty or anything. So I was stuck in the house playing on my DS, on my Wii Sports, all that kind of crap. But then I was able to go to some birthday parties and I was able to sneak around and play some zombies and some Call of Duty. So my first experience with zombies was in this gaming truck with my friend, and I was playing Kino der Toten, and I thought it was the most cool thing ever. I'm telling you guys, I seriously loved it. I fell in love instantly, but I was heartbroken because I knew I wouldn't be playing it again for the longest time. So I kind of absorbed it all in there. I played my Kino and just remembered that I wouldn't be playing it for a long time.
Yeah, my parents were
Yeah.
the same. I remember my brother got it, and he's a lot older, and I just sat there and watched him. Then my
My
parents
parents
finally,
wouldn't even watch me. Let
yeah,
me
I
watch.
know. And then my parents caught on, and they told me get out, and I'm like, okay. So that was the first time I ever saw zombies. So
Yeah,
that
I
was
got my
cool.
first zombies game like I owned it freshman year, so I was like 15 years old, and I had to buy it myself secretly.
Oh, my buddy had to go to his local Call of Duty dealer.
Right.
Um, so I guess the next question is what kept you coming back?
So I'm gonna fast forward to when I actually went hard with zombies, like when I actually owned it myself. Well, I mean, when I first started, I was pretty bad. So getting these new milestones or PBs, I didn't know what a PB was back then, probably kept me coming back. Like I always had fun playing zombies, but getting to round 5, round 10, round 15, round 20, any of those things just kind of kept me coming back. I would say also I started playing co-op with my one friend that I still play with now. Chinos on Twitch. I don't know if you guys have seen him, but playing with him, I like just kind of kept me getting motivated, and it was really fun.
Okay, yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah.
I think another thing that kept most people coming back is knowing that they can do better and get to higher rounds.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, I think it's just like the self improvement, knowing that you can do better, and it'd feel like a lot better to get to higher rounds. And then Easter eggs too were a big thing.
Right. And
Yeah, I wasn't into Easter eggs when I first started. I didn't know what they were.
Yeah, like people that joined in like early Black Ops 1 and like World at War, they when they
Hmm.
first joined, they had no idea. Then when Easter eggs were a thing, it just confused the hell out of them, especially me.
Yeah, but the real turning point for me, I would say, was Origins and the Easter egg because, like, when I started getting really good at or I would say better at zombies, I was on Origins, and I was learning the Easter egg, and I would come back. Oh, what was it? Summer 16. I'm pretty sure it was. Summer 16, I was coming back every day. I would hop on for a couple hours doing the Easter egg, trying it again and again and again with my friend, and just we couldn't get it. We couldn't get it, and eventually, after a few weeks of trying, we finally beat the Easter egg in like 5 hours, and it was like the most satisfying thing ever. So I would say, yeah, Easter eggs they were a big thing for me. but just Origins though.
Yeah. The summer of 16 in general was huge for the community. That was the summer of Garod Crovey, and then we had the first Z House. We had like a bunch of stuff that summer.
And I was out here playing BO2.
Yeah.
Damn.
They just released Garod Crovey. Is like, it's Origins time, boys.
It's
Um,
always Origins time.
True. It's hard to argue with that, but I guess we could also ask what got you into streaming and like YouTube and stuff.
um, so I started YouTube a long time ago. I always wanted to stream, but I didn't have the specs or anything that you needed to stream. I was on some shitty Windows Vista laptop that my parents had, and I could barely run Modern Warfare 3 secretly. And I mean, I didn't really have any games I wanted to stream, so I couldn't do that. But I started making these little, like, I was watching Vine at the time, and a lot of the Viners had YouTube channels, and they would do these little videos like cousin tag or some crap like that where they ask each other questions, you do some sort of Q&A, and that kind of inspired me to like get going on YouTube. So I started my YouTube completely away from gaming, but then I moved on to other stuff. Like I tried to record some videos with like while playing Modern Warfare 3, and I ended up moving to some Minecraft, and I played some random ass games like Red Ball 4 or whatever it's called, and that one game with the dude on the bicycle, I don't remember it's called.
Happy Wheels.
Happy Wheels, that shit was fun.
Right.
I played Flappy Bird on my computer, and I was legendary. But then eventually I moved on to let's say, so once I finally built my PC, it was the fall of sophomore year. So I was 14, about to turn 15 in that October, and I had some money saved up just from all my years of birthdays and stuff, and I told myself, all right, I'm going to build a PC. And when I get my mind on something, I kind of just keep going at it. It was just
Yeah.
a random thought for me. Like I was going to get a laptop actually, but I was doing research and everything. I was like, why would I get a laptop for like $1,300 when I can get something, a PC that's better for $750? So I built a budget PC for $750.
Yeah, for anyone listening,
And
don't buy like Alienware laptops. Just invest in a
yes,
PC. The PCs are way better.
yes,
Plus, you can upgrade them.
yes, that is super true. So I started learning keyboard and mouse, and that was the first time I really tried to learn. I was horrible. Oh, and I remember why I built a PC though. I built a PC because I wanted to play COD World War II, and I only had an Xbox 360, and for sure I was not getting a new console. So I was playing that, and I think it was the next year, and like towards the end of the school year in March or April, when I actually decided to stream, when I realized, oh, I have the specs where I can stream. I can use OBS or whatever. And I'm pretty sure my first stream was Origins. So
Damn.
I was watching a lot of streams at that point. I'm not sure. It might have been the Smith Plays. It might have been Avery or Noah J or something like that. And they kind of inspired me. Like, I like to talk. What did you say? Did you say something?
I didn't.
No, I didn't say anything.
Okay. Um, I like to talk. So, I mean, and I like to play games. I thought I could definitely do something with it. So I tried streaming. Super shitty quality stream at first because I didn't know how to optimize my settings or anything. So it was some random program. I forgot what it's called, something with a V. And I streamed for a few days. And then I moved on to Streamlabs OBS. Then I moved on to OBS. And I didn't have that many viewers. I had 1 to 2 viewers. And it was just one of my friends from school And that's one thing I'll recommend if you're starting off streaming, find a real life friend that'll stay and chat with you, or else you're gonna get bored to death and not have any motivation.
Yeah.
So slowly, I was streaming every few days, maybe like an hour or two, doing Origins Easter eggs. And there was just one stream that was this turning point where people actually found me. They came into my stream and talked to me, and I finally learned how to actually interact with chat. I was talking to chat, answering their questions, finding things to talk about, and it was just flowing all together. And like even my dad, who hates video games and thought streaming was stupid, was like, "Oh, seems like you were doing a good job," and it was just flowing, and it kind of felt like it was meant to be. So I continued grinding, got my affiliate, and it was all going from there.
Nice. Yeah, it takes a lot of work to actually gain followers on Twitch
Mm-hmm.
because they just really don't advertise smaller streamers. Like when you go to a topic, it's always the biggest ones at the top.
Yeah, it's impossible if you're
Yeah,
playing a big game. If you're playing a game like me, then if you're playing any of the zombies games, you'll be fine. But
yeah.
big games, no chance.
Like Warzone right now, you'd not be able to gain any traction at all. There's so many people.
Yeah, it's the only people that have a chance getting viewers are the people that already have a following of some sort and have loyal viewers that will come watch them play any game, but they're not going to get any new viewers. Like me, if I played Warzone at this point, I'm pretty sure I can get 20-ish viewers, maybe 20 to 30. Who knows? I could get lucky, but I wouldn't get any new followers ever.
Yeah, and also like even in zombies, if you play Black Ops 3 or Black Ops 4, it's still pretty hard. They still have like a K, and then there's like people like 1,000 people streaming them, and it's
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. If you're trying to
Yeah.
grow in the zombies community, definitely play like BO1, BO2, World at War, because they have smaller streamer counts.
Yeah. BO3 is very good for a streamer my size. Once you
Yeah,
have like if you have more than 10 viewers, you're most likely going to be at the top of BO3. But as you're on your way to that 10 viewer point, yeah, you're right. World at War to BO2. Probably BO2 is the best because it doesn't have too many and doesn't have too little.
yeah,
And the community is not as toxic as BO1.
true. I can see that. Scythe, you got anything to add?
Not really. I mean, like,
Jesus.
I don't know what to say. I'm just here listening.
Holy, you need a bit better mic, buddy.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, well, now, I guess we can just talk about, like, back to, like, summer of 16. I guess we can kind of talk about, do you have any cool, like, zombie-related stories?
um, any zombie related stories from
Or
2016?
really just any time, honestly.
Well, video games have always been a conflict in my household. You know, my parents always limited my time, didn't let me like I wasn't allowed to get an Xbox because it had online play
Oh, yeah.
until I was a freshman and bought it myself like I was talking about. So, one story was I was doing the Origins Easter egg with my friend like I was talking about, and my dad comes in and tells us we have to leave. I'm like, "Okay." So, you know how we just got to finish the round and everything so we can pause the split screen and so we don't just come back with a whole horde of zombies in our face. So we're literally almost done. The round is done. I'm about to pause. My dad walks in the room screaming at me, opens the little cabinet with my Xbox and about to press that power button or about to eject the disc.
Oh, no.
And I just explode like no, 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 no. And luckily he didn't do it, but I think when we got home, like we ended up disconnecting or something. So
Oh, jeez.
that is that's one story, and I
Hell,
have one more, but
Yeah, go for it.
um,
Tell it.
so this was just a very good zombies classic moment. So I think this was the first time I actually beat the Easter egg. I had my friend over, and it was like 5 a.m. Not even gonna lie, it was late, and we had been attempting the Easter egg all night. This man was seriously half asleep. I don't know how he even survived. And we ended up like finally beating the Easter egg at 5 a.m. And it was
Jeez.
just like I don't know, man. It was just so satisfying. Like just as satisfying as when I got to round 100 for the first time on Mob of the Dead, like what round 100 first time in general. It was crazy. Just at that time when you're literally out of it because you're so tired, but you just achieve something you never thought you could.
Yeah. I feel that. I can understand that. Um, this doesn't relate to like Call of Duty at all, but I have a big interest in this. Do you have
Mm-hmm.
any paranormal experiences?
Like ghosts,
Yeah, like
or
ghosts.
is it bad if I say no?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't really matter,
I didn't
Yeah,
have any either, so
yeah, I'm not some weird ass ghost loving fool.
dude. I've had my experiences and they've been pretty messed up and unexplainable. I don't know. I think
And
it,
I don't know, man.
it's I think it's subjective. If you experience it, you're like, yeah, there's a good chance. Like I still doubt it, but like there's a chance in the back of my head. And I'm like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, could be real. I don't know. It's different
Mm-hmm.
for everyone. There's some people that are like, yeah, no way, but those are also usually the people that haven't experienced anything. So,
Oh, interesting.
like, I'm not out here saying I believe in like people that have been abducted by aliens, which yeah, definitely didn't happen because like why? Why would they waste their time here?
So, do you believe in aliens?
No. Well,
Okay.
y- yes, but they are not here to abducting people.
Okay. Uh, What are they just in disguise as real people? Are
No,
they
dude,
lurking in the
they're
shadows?
definitely not here. I don't know why we're no, aliens
The,
are they're not here. They're definitely not.
is there going to be a zombie apocalypse?
Dude,
yes.
I don't know. I kind of hope so, but like not
W-
really.
Will COD zombies
I'll be
prepare
looking
us?
for my Wonder Waff
The
for
whole
my
zombies
staff.
community will be carrying everyone on their back.
You really trying to get the Wonder Waff, dude? That thing's gonna run out of ammo quick, man.
Yeah,
What
dude.
about the jet gun?
Oh, dude. That
Just
sounds
get some the
amazing.
jet gun and some galva knuckles.
Oh, dude, you're set. Where's Ted at, dude?
Oof. No, fuck transit.
Who needs to train when they got Ted?
Yeah.
Um, hmm. So this is another thing. Do you have any hopes for BO5 or like wants?
Mm, so a lot of people ask me about BO5 because honestly, like apparently I'm a thing in the community now. Like I have a relatively decent following, so people think my opinion matters for some reason. So um yeah, I do have some opinions about BO5, but I mean it's not like it can be backed up with anything or it's just like hopes and wishes.
Well, so is
So
everything else about BO5 right now. Everyone's just still making videos. I
yeah,
don't know. You
I
could.
mean, well, I do have hopes for it, which I'll talk about.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't necessarily enjoy BO4. I played it. I bought it when it came out. I was really excited for it, but I mean, I played it for a while, for a few weeks or so, but it didn't have the replayability I expected. Like, I know a lot of people hated the no jug and a lot of that kind of crap, but I mean, that wasn't a big deal for me.
Yeah.
It's just it wasn't replayable. I played the maps a few times and just didn't want to come back. And I don't think they advertised the DLC maps as well as they should have either. At least
Yeah.
I didn't see any advertisement.
Yeah.
Um, but so I would say some problems from BO4 that I hope are fixed in BO5 would um everybody complains about the HUD. That's not a huge deal for me. But I think the perk selection was absolutely horrible.
Yeah.
Um not the perk system. The new perk system is okay. It wasn't bad. I mean, you can get your 4 perks. You choose what perks you want. That's fine.
Yeah,
I would obviously. Hmm?
I have to admit, BO4 does get a lot more hate than it actually deserves.
Yes, a lot of people just hop on the
Yeah,
hate bandwagon because like big streamers don't like it.
yeah. Like I went back and like played Alpha Omega for like round 100 or whatever, just for fun, and
Uh huh.
then I'm like, this is actually not as bad as I remember. Like I remember it being horrible, but I think they did a lot. Like I remember it being like really glitchy too, but they patched a
Hmm.
lot of that stuff, and now it's not even that bad.
Yeah, it's not horrible, but
Like it's still not like a Black Ops 3, but it's not
yeah, it's
bad.
just different. It doesn't feel like a zombies game really.
Yeah,
But so oh, the problems. What I was saying is the perk selection. I think the weapons in that game weren't very good. Like Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, the weapons just had a feel and like you felt like they could do something. Black Ops 3, the weapons were all literally insane.
yeah,
World at War, Black Ops 1, they have some iconic weapons. Black Ops 4 just didn't have anything that kind of stood out to me.
yeah,
And they didn't really have any weapons that just felt so good to me. So that's one thing. And then um round 35 health cap just completely throws everything out the window and makes it so every strategy pretty much is just camping with the Hellion. And there's not that many trap strats. I know Blood of the Dead, but mostly Hellion camping. Round 100 is too easy on all these maps.
yeah,
You have a save me weapon in every single map that you can just get out of the box, and it's just different. Like it doesn't require skill to get to round 100 on like Tagged or Toten or something. It doesn't require that much skill to get to round 100 on these other maps, but
yeah,
I think some stuff that they did get right. I thought the movement was okay. I'm not a huge fan of the sliding mechanic in BO4. I thought it was better in BO3, but the
yeah,
actual movement was decent. The way the game felt on PC was very, very good. The smoothest COD game I played, and I was definitely a fan of that. Um, some other things I liked probably were the. I'm kind of neutral on specialist and that
yeah,
kind of stuff, but so those are all the things that I didn't really like and that I did like from BO4. So I would say with BO5, the community is probably going to have a problem with it in one way or another. It's very hard to please the community because one half is going to say it's too advanced
yeah,
and it's too different, and one half of the community is going to say it's too simple, too boring. So Treyarch needs to find a medium in between the two edges. They can't have it be like BO4 where they change everything, and they can't have it be like World at War where it's just nothing. So they need to find a middle where they can innovate a little bit, but their innovations don't completely change the gameplay,
yeah,
or their innovations aren't forced, like gobblegums. You
yeah.
don't have to use gobblegums, but they're there if you want to. So I think that was really good of Black Ops 3. So
And
BO5 just has to go back to the basics,
yeah,
but they need to have some of those elements of old classic zombies without being a repeat of everything.
yeah, and I guess they could kind of do like what Transit did. Like Transit, as much hate as it gets, it did do like I don't know, kind of like expanding on zombies and like introducing the buildables and stuff. But
Mm-hmm.
like it also had the smaller maps where it's just perks and pack a punch. That's it.
Yeah,
So it kind
that's smart.
yeah. So like let the more basic players like the casuals have like their kind of basic map, and then I had like the people that want to like learn like new stuff, and like the more advanced players can go learn how to build the shield, learn how to build the well jet gun, and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, if they do something like that, that'd be pretty good. But not releasing 4 maps at once and them all being half done. But it's whatever.
Yeah, and I hope that if they do something like Transit, they really do need to remake Transit because that map had so much potential, but it
Yeah,
was just horrible. I mean, I don't know how else to put it. There's a lot of problems with it, but there are a lot of problems that could be fixed easily. And if anybody wants to see, like, just go watch the Smith Plays like review on Transit, and at the end he says what they could have changed, and they're all insanely good ideas that would all, like, even putting a few of them in, at least like calling the bus or something
Yeah,
like that, and just having a more organized transportation system would completely transform the map.
and
Adding ammo somewhere, just being able to get more ammo instead of just running across the map to buy a shitty M16 off the wall.
yeah, and it would look really good on next gen because next gen specs are
Oh
like
yeah.
through the roof.
Yeah. I
So
still can't believe like all these things they're saying about next gen. I think it's going to be tough for them to do what they say they're going to do.
yeah, it's good.
Like
It's they're saying they're gonna be able to compete with the PC market,
they're going to
which
have to lose some money to gain some money if they want to
yeah,
do that.
yeah,
Like they're gonna have to put in more money into building the things than they're actually gonna cost, or else no people aren't gonna buy them. Because
yeah,
there's a, like consoles are obviously going up in price. Like Xbox 360s used to be like $300, I think. Now Xbox Ones can be like $500,
yeah,
and I think there's gonna be a cap. Like if you're getting up to like $700 for a console, that's just too close to PC price, and people are gonna really start considering the other options. So they know they have to keep their price down while still giving the community really good performance. So they're going to take a hit, but eventually, as these consoles keep coming out and they're selling games for them, I think they'll be able to make the profit.
Well, yeah, they can
Yeah,
make their profit back from like Xbox Live, PlayStation Plus,
Yeah.
plus selling the games online and just stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. And Xbox has the Game Pass, which they're releasing Halo Infinite on, so
Uh
that's gonna
huh.
make them a shit ton of money.
Yeah, for sure.
So, yeah, they have other ways to make money, which would make sense and would probably be the best move. But it all
my
depends.
opinion. There's really no point of buying the new console if it's just like a downgraded PC. You might as well just like save up the money and buy a PC.
I mean, some people are just on that, like, some people just love console, how simple it
Yeah.
is. I mean, no matter what you say, there's nothing easier than just pressing the on button on the console and pressing A or whatever button it is on
Mhm.
Black Ops 4 and just booting up, not having to worry about anything, not worrying about it, the PC turning on and
Yeah.
logging in, opening the application, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, if you have like
I mean,
kids and stuff, it's a lot easier to get them like a good console because like consoles are more like aimed that way anyways, because they're just easier to use for gamer like gaming and stuff like
mhm.
that. So I don't know.
Yeah, what they need backwards compatibility. I feel like the Xbox One, because it had backwards compatibility, really just expanded the market for them. Like
Yeah,
a lot of more different players are playing Xbox One because they can play old games and they can play with people on Xbox 360 on zombies or anything like that. So PS4, I know they think they do it as a business decision, so people will invest in the new games and stay on the PS4,
yeah.
but I don't think it's a good decision for the community or business wise.
Well, they do have that like PlayStation Now thing where you can like stream games onto your PS4,
Yeah.
but a lot of people don't have strong enough internet to stream
Yeah,
onto their PS4. So I
I
don't know.
bet.
It's pretty useless. Unless you have
Yeah, I
Ethernet,
don't.
then you're fucked.
Mhm. Yeah, I don't know the point of that when they could just, like, if you're gonna do that, why not just do some real backwards compatibility?
Yeah, just let them like be able to buy it and download it and then keep it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Xbox did do it a lot better.
Apparently with the new Xbox, you can put in an old what's it called? Old Xbox game and it'll work. Like it's fully backwards compatibility with every single game.
Well, that's good.
Really?
That's a big move.
That's what I heard, but I think that's gonna make them more money throughout the years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean that encourages people to stay in the Xbox ecosystem, because if you're gonna have this new Xbox and you can't even play your old games that you spent thousands of dollars on, why are you gonna buy the new Xbox? You're probably just gonna stay on the old one. And I mean, people if people can't play their old games on PlayStation, then there's no reason not to switch to Xbox or to PC. But
Yeah.
Xbox is kind of keeping their players in the ecosystem because they can still play their old games.
And it also brings back a lot of replayability, like especially if you have like
Hmm.
nostalgia for one game that's for like all the way back from the first Xbox. You'll be able to just pop it in your Xbox and you're playing it. Like that's also another big thing. Like some people have their favorite games that they've played as a kid and they have never played again because none of those new consoles support it. So
Yeah.
it'll be cool to see like actual first gen Xbox games on Xbox, the new Xbox. I don't know what it's called.
I'm just
And
waiting for PC2 to drop.
wait, what did you say?
I'm waiting for PC2 to drop, honestly.
Windows 11, boys.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
Yeah. So I mean, one more important thing I think with the new gens altogether, but I don't know how what. So I think if everyone agrees to allow crossplay, like if Xbox, PlayStation, and PC agree to allow crossplay, it will be fine. It will be really good for the community, and it won't affect anybody's business. But if
yeah,
only one console is letting crossplay happen, then it's just not going to be good. I'm trying to think what I was saying, but um like I don't know why PlayStation was never allowing that in the past until Fortnite, because I think Xbox always wanted to do crossplay, but PlayStation said no. So none of the CODs were crossplay. But I think if people can actually play with their friends on PS or Xbox or PC, it's gonna really like allow more and more people to stay with their console. Like they're not gonna have to buy a PC to play with their friends. They're not gonna have to buy an Xbox to play with their friends or anything like that. So I
yeah,
think that's important, especially for zombies, because how I am so pissed that I can't play zombies with all my console scrub friends, you know?
yeah. But it's also a big thing with exclusivity and COD like being how it is and wanting money because Activision is a thing. Because
Mm-hmm.
due to exclusivity, if there is crossplay, there's probably going to be a few glitches that will allow people on Xbox, say, to be invited to a PlayStation 4 lobby with the new DLC, and they might like I don't know. There would be glitches, and I understand why they wouldn't do that just yet until like the exclusivity goes away, which I'm hoping it goes away soon because that's kind of bullshit. But
So, yeah, I understand what you're saying, but I think they stopped with that BS exclusivity thing. Now it's only 1 week instead of 1 month.
oh yeah,
So, um, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not as bad anymore because when they had it, so you had to wait a month
that
to
was
play it on
bad.
PC or Xbox. That's just ridiculous. And
Yeah,
I mean, I don't think people are the and when they do that, the only thing they're getting is content creators. So
yeah,
like I think that's a business decision for them, but the overall population isn't gonna buy a PS4 so they can get zombies content early.
yeah.
Eh,
It's that no one like not everyone has the money to go out and spend on a brand new console and a brand new like capture card and stuff just to switch over and get exclusivity on
Yeah.
PS4. I don't know. That was I don't know. I didn't like it because it kind of divided the community a lot, and
Mm-hmm.
it was just kind of a stupid decision for like well, I guess as a business standpoint, yeah, it's pretty smart for Sony, but I don't know.
Yeah. I one question from the chat. It's a pretty simple question for you guys. So for everybody out in chat that's wondering what's happening right now, like Demons asked, so what is this exactly? Do you guys want to explain what the Zomcast is, who you guys are, about your YouTube channel?
All right.
Um,
You want to go first, Baron?
sure. Well, this is the Zomcast. It's a new zombie podcast that we're starting and hoping to have grow and have more and more people on too. And we just talk about everything COD, zombies, Call of Duty, everything in general, news in the community and stuff like that. And yeah, we just sit and talk about people's YouTube slash streaming careers and stuff like that. And yeah, we just talk and shoot the shit.
There you go, Demons. Let me know if you have any questions in chat
Yeah,
about.
chat. Put some questions. Us to
Yeah.
answer.
All right,
Noted.
chat. Any questions?
Just anything.
Are you guys planning on doing any podcasts with real high rounders? Like,
I'm hoping to. I'm gonna try to contact some more people.
I'm trying to think of some chill people that are good at high rounds. Well, I feel like an interview with TTS, the guy who started ZBC, the zombie community website.
Yeah.
He's a high rounder, and he's really smart. And obviously, as ZBC, that would be a good interview. People like Greg, I don't know if you asked him.
Yeah, I was talking to him. He said he might do it.
He's
Not
just
big enough.
really busy though. He's
Yeah,
extremely
he
busy.
streams like every day. He's grinding for sure. Plus he edits like almost every day, I think. And he
Yeah,
uploads a lot, so
Oh, someone wants to hear the ghost story.
yeah.
Let's hear it.
Oh, they are gonna do legit. I'm pretty sure they talked to legit. Jeremiah's. I told him
yeah,
to go
we did.
ask.
And he said
Legit's a homie.
yeah, he said he'd be down. So we're hoping to have him on next week.
Ooh, and Oxy's Call of the Dead world record. That's a good one too. Mitch. Oh, we gotta get Mitch on here. Do you know Explicit 22 Gaming?
Hmm.
Yeah, he would be a good one. I kind of
Alright.
want to get a little podcast between like a bunch of the people in the streaming community. That'd be
Yeah.
pretty fun.
That'd be
Like
cool. Just
I
have
was
like a bunch
talking
of
about a
people on.
Visionaries podcast,
Yeah.
but like not just Visionaries. If we get like me, legit, Blizzard, all of us in there, and
Yeah.
just like answering questions from the chat, that'd be super sick.
Yeah, it'd be cool if we can get like all the big Twitch zombie streamers into one call. That'd be amazing.
Yeah. All
Um
right.
hmm. I guess we can also ask what like you think the perfect zombies formula is for like a zombies map.
Okay. The perfect formula for a zombies map. So, for me to answer that question, I got to think about my favorite maps.
Yeah.
So, Origins. What did Origins do well? What did it not do well? So, Origins was big, but I would say it wasn't a huge pain in the ass to get around the map because you have stamina, the tank if necessary, and by going into the portals, like the crazy place, you can go in there and you can leave and spawn in church or Gen 4 or Gen 5. So I think that's important. You need to have mobility between places in the map, and it shouldn't be a pain in the ass. And another thing I think is good for the zombies formula is yes, you should have some steps to get the pack a punch, but it shouldn't be horrible like transit. Like transit, you have to pick up all these parts, take them. Like I'm pretty sure you have to like put the turbine somewhere, do all this crap, and then you have a chance of getting pack a punch. But in Origins, turn on your 6 generators, pack a punch is there.
Yeah.
They take a generator, oh no, turn it back on, pack a punch is there. So that's another good formula for me. And wonder weapons that can get you through the rounds, but are not too OP. Like, yes, the ice staff is OP, it's very good. But if the ice staff isn't gonna save your life though. Like it's literally never gonna save your life. You have to actually have skill to use the ice staff once you're not camping anymore.
Yeah.
And trying to think of some other things. A large perk selection, the ability to have more than 4 perks. Okay, wait. So Demon's saying what makes a wonder weapon OP, not too OP?
Hmm.
I don't know. That was probably a bad thing to say, Demons. I mean, there's plenty of maps with a really good wonder weapon. I think. I mean, I'm trying to think of a map with an OP. I mean,
Apothecon's pretty OP, but it balances out
it
due
doesn't
to
have
the ammo.
ammo.
Yeah, it balances itself out.
So, I mean, something like Revelations, it's super easy because it has like 4 wonder weapons. It has the T gun, the Apothecon, Arnie's, and Rags.
Yeah.
When you get to that point with all those wonder weapons, that I think Demons, the combination of all those things, having a camping spot that doesn't require skill, having a wonder weapon or two that will save your life, and all those things. and the only reason they're good is because of Ragnaroks. Yeah, that's true. So I think the combination of a couple wonder weapons really makes the difference.
Yeah.
If Ragnaroks weren't on Revelations, the map wouldn't be broken. Yes. Yeah. I mean, that just makes it so you can shoot one Apothecon shot and use rags, and you save so much ammo. But yeah, I would say those two things, like the moving around the map. Another thing is weapon selection, having a wide weapon selection, pack a punch being easily accessible, and having a
We
good
went
selection
wide
of
with the reveal
perks
back in
that
February and
are
showed you
viable, not just piece of shit perks that you won't even use. Like on Kino, you can be fine just running Jug and Speed. On Origins, there are a lot of different options that you can do, a lot of different combinations that will help you in different ways depending on your strat.
Yeah.
We just got a
Oh,
question. What's our favorite Lunchables?
Ooh. Damn, dude, that's a
anything with
toughie.
candy in it.
Nah,
Nachos.
I gotta go with the pizza, dude. I feel like Papa John, dude.
Uh. Uh.
Oh, okay. That hurt.
I thought that ham one. I mean, I don't eat cheese, but the one with like ham and cheese, I would just
Yeah.
put the Ritz cracker or whatever it was with the ham. That was low key good. That was low key good.
Right. I haven't had Lunchables in forever.
I'm pretty
Neither have
sure
I.
you guys get different candies in yours than Canadians do.
We had Crunch Bar in like one of them,
Yeah,
and
I don't know.
Apparently, Nestle doesn't own the Crunch Bar anymore.
really,
Wait, do you guys
Yeah,
have Kit
they
Kats
sold it.
there?
Yeah, we have
what
Kit Kats.
Oh, okay.
Nestle Crunch.
Just making sure. Because Kit Kats are the best. I love how every stream we end up talking about food.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
come on. Okay. Well, back
That's,
to
that's a good question.
that was a good question. That did make me
Raz,
think.
What's your
Raz
guys'
got us.
opinion on toxicity, cheating, suspected cheaters in high rounds? I feel like if you do that, you're not a real zombies player. You shouldn't be part of the community, and like, yeah,
Yeah, I can see that.
Um, the toxicity. That's a very interesting one because there's definitely a lot of toxic people in the zombies community. Um, but a lot of the toxic people, I wouldn't say they have a right to be toxic, but they have a right to be proud of themselves. And like a lot of the BO1 high rounders are going to be pricks because they're insanely good at the game and they believe they're better than everybody.
Yeah.
But like then there's people like Krups. Krups is obviously insane at the game, but he's not a bitch. He's one of the nicest dudes on Twitch. If you ask him a question, he's probably going to help you. And he's not out here like being a bitch to everyone. So I think that toxicity isn't necessary if it's banter between two people or a few people that are relatively the same skill level and they're just messing with each other as friends, okay. But a lot of new people come into the chat or small streamers that aren't super good, they'll have high rounders come into their stream or even people that don't high round and they'll just like say mean things to them. And it's the internet, you know, people are going to say mean things, but
Yeah.
it's just not necessary in the community, especially for a lot of young people to have to experience a lot of hate on a game they're just trying to learn, just trying to have fun playing. And yeah, I'll say that toxicity is not necessary, but between friends on Twitch, sure. Because I'm sure banter with a lot of people on here, like me and some other friends call each other bad and stuff. But I'm not going into some random streamer's chat and saying, you're slow, you suck, why aren't you doing this? It's just kind of it if you don't have a strong following, it's gonna unmotivate you and it's unfortunate.
Yeah. I don't know. Just don't be a dick in general. Just be
Yeah.
chill.
I feel like toxicity builds people, especially like me. If someone says like I'm trash, freeze it off, but then I like motivate myself to get better. So I think it's needed, but not needed in some ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like
Well,
if so,
some people know how to really like get under your nails and like
yeah.
really piss you off.
Yeah. I don't know. Just don't be an asshole. Like if they're bad and if they know they're bad, you could say it because they probably know and they're probably like, "Yeah, I need to work on this or work on that." But like if they're trying their hardest and you're just like, constantly saying like, "Oh, you're utter shit and you don't belong," like streaming or whatever, just don't do it. Just click off if you have to. Like you don't have to
As
stay in their stream.
Demon says, no one in BO1 says someone sucks. They say they're slow. They say, why don't you do blank because they want to help? I mean, there's a lot of people that do want to help. Demon's a lot of people with good intentions, but there's a lot of people you'll have come in here and just like, there's a lot of people, Demons, that aren't coming into a stream with good intentions. And they're literally just there to cause a storm, frustrate the streamer. And like, I've seen people like that. If you don't give them the satisfaction they're looking for, um, then they just leave most of the time.
Yeah.
With someone in the BO1 community, I mean, I'm trying to think. Like, I'm not trying to just pick on the BO1 community, Demons. I'm just saying that because a lot of people in BO1 are really good, and obviously, I don't know people's intentions when they come in here, but it hasn't happened to me in a while. Like, I used to have people call me. I have people call me slow. Seems generalized. I have people call me slow, but I kind of just like, I'm like, well, yeah, I'm not trying to play fast. Yeah, I have a timer and everything, but I'm not going for world record. So I could play as slow as I want and it won't matter because I'm not going for a reset.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you are, and you know, yeah, I know demons. I know I'm playing slow. I know I play like shit sometimes, but I don't know. I've seen it in other streams. When I was smaller, it happened to me and it like affected me a little bit. Now it doesn't affect me, so it doesn't happen as much. So I can't give you a specific example, but I've had plenty of people come in here and tell me I'm slow. With it depends on their intentions. I don't know, but it really depends, man. But I'm always open for criticism. On like, okay, I was gonna contradict myself. I'm sometimes open for criticism. It depends. If I'm trying to learn a map and I ask chat for help, tell me all you want, roast me all you want. But if I'm just playing a map and I'm chilling and you want to completely change what I'm doing, it's a little bit frustrating. But I do have that all the time. Like, I don't remember, I think it was Next Gen. Next Gen nicely told me, oh, you could run double tap on Kino Alley and it's a lot faster. So I tried that and it worked. And then there's people like Demons who will come in here and tell me like, "Oh, this is something you could do that'll help you out." I'm like, "Okay, I'll try it." But I think just the way you approach that thing when you come into chat, if you're telling someone, "Oh, do this, bitch, you suck, you're slow," or if you're saying, "Hey, you mind if I give you a tip or something?" I think just the entrance into the stream makes a huge difference in the mind of the streamer because if you come in instantly just insulting someone, they're not going to want to listen to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So a question from Jeremiah. He said, "Do you think the community is in a good spot right now? If not, what would you change about it, or what could you change about it?" I think
Okay.
it's in more of like a pausing. Like we're just waiting for the trailer. We're not like it's the same old stuff. BO3, BO2. We're
Yeah.
just playing, waiting for the new stuff to drop.
It's like slowly building. I think a lot more people are coming back, and a lot more hype is building because we're hoping that. I think this is gonna be the last chance for Treyarch if they need to get this one right, or else we're gonna like fucking drop it. Well, at least some people will. Um, I don't know.
Uh,
This year's COD will be a big player in the success of the community in the oncoming years, and everyone is just waiting to see what Treyarch does, and we're hoping that in that trailer we see Jug and we see the boys back, double tapping everyone, but I don't know. It all
Demons has a good question. He says, like, which community are we talking about? Because there are the high rounders, the speed runners, the casuals, and they're all hoping for different things. I'm pretty sure the speed runners and high rounders, they don't give a shit about BO5. Like, the
yeah.
people playing BO1 right now, they're playing BO1 because they want to play it, not because there's no game out
Yeah.
to play. Then there's the casuals that are waiting for BO5 to come out because they just want to play whatever's out and they enjoy doing it. And then there's the content creators like me or Mitch or anybody else, like the big ones. They're
Yeah.
waiting for BO5 because it's going to improve views on their
Yeah.
channel.
It's gonna get views and make them money.
So, but yeah, Demons, that was a really good point. But what community are we targeting right now, Jeremiah? Are you going to say just the people? Yeah, I think we need an answer from that before we can continue on with that question. But which community are you talking about, Scythe and Baron?
I was just talking about it in general, like probably mostly casuals and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Just people. Are you saying like people that are planning on playing BO5?
Yeah, it's people that are hoping that we'll get another original map because the last time we got one was 2016, and that's
Mm-hmm.
a long time ago. I don't know, and I don't. I'm hoping they bring Ether back, but I don't know if they will.
Well, didn't the story end?
Yeah, the story ended, but it is the
Yeah.
multiverse, so I don't know. Like
I mean,
they have a
they'll have
way.
remakes and stuff,
Yeah,
probably, but
but
I don't
that's
think there'll be any new maps.
but remakes. That's literally just BO4 all over again. I don't know, but
But
they do have a way of bringing it back, but I don't know if they will want to.
soundless speedrunners and high rounders can be separate. It depends. High rounders racing for reset are going to be speedrunners. Like, let's say, for example, Phoenix for It Can Walk on Twitch, or Stealth or Chris Voltage. They're speedrunning maps because they don't end the game because they die. They end the game because of resets or errors at a certain time. So, but then there's speedrunners like Mikey or Greg who don't go for high rounds. They do Easter egg speedruns, maybe 30 or 50 speedruns, but those are different communities. But and then Jeremiah said, Yoma, Mike, Mitch, legit. So small Twitch zombie content creators.
Yeah,
Okay. So for us, BO5 probably isn't going to do shit for us. If I'm going to be completely honest, um, we can't play BO5 because there's going to be too many viewers and nobody's going to be able to see us.
yeah,
So we can play BO5 for fun, just to have fun with our community that we already have, because I'm sure plenty of them will come. But actually getting growth will be difficult because we need to reach that average viewer count of 50 to 60 plus if we realistically want viewers.
yeah.
Honestly, we need to get to 100 plus if we realistically want viewers. If Yoma went to BO5 right now, he could possibly have some growth. And it's going to be exponential once you get to that point, because once you start getting those viewers, you're higher up on the list. You're going to get more and more, and as you get more, you keep going higher up, and because there's so many possible viewers in that category, you're going to grow a lot. But the
Yeah,
important part is getting to that little point where people can find you on a big game. That is the difficult part. So we need to grow on games like BO3, BO2, BO1 until BO5 comes out. And if we can get to that point of average viewer count of maybe 70 plus, maybe partner status, then we have a chance for BO5, and I'm sure we will care about it.
yeah,
But if we don't, then like I'm not playing BO5 unless I have a chance to grow on it. Like I don't even know if I'm buying BO5 at this point because I've been so disappointed with the other CODs I bought. So we'll see.
it'll still be hard though, especially competing with the bigger YouTubers that'll be streaming it. Like
Mm-hmm.
Lex on Twitch, he gets like 4K viewers a stream or something like
Yes,
that.
and he's gonna get more once BO5 comes
Yeah,
out.
he's
That's for
he's
sure.
only growing. Like he's killing it right now with his like reaction videos and stuff like that. On it's I don't know. It'll be hard to compete, but there definitely will be smaller streamers that can grow, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
sure like he. Well, I don't know if he'd raid people, but I'm sure he would like shout out people and be like, "Yeah, I really like this streamer. Go check him out." But
Lex.
yeah,
Well,
I'm sure when BO5 comes out, he would be able to kind of shout people out.
so I'm in a team with Lex. I don't know if you guys know. Like
Oh
I'm
yeah,
part of the Zombie Legends, which is a team that Greg FPS made.
yeah,
I don't know how much Lex cares about us. I don't think it's. I don't even know if it's caring. It's just he's really busy. He's streaming a
Yeah,
lot,
he has been streaming a lot.
and he has to make YouTube videos. And I don't think he has time to just relax and watch small streamers.
Yeah,
But yeah, but I feel that though. I mean, I think somebody asked this a while ago, like, but the state of the zombies community right now, we've been slowly. So the zombies community, everybody thought was dead,
oh yeah, for
but
sure.
we have a lot of us small streamers have kind of been holding it,
Yeah,
like we've been holding it up a little bit and just keeping it alive as time went on, waiting. So Mitch and I, we've been streaming for a few years. So has legit and a bunch of other people. And we're just kind of holding up that small zombies community of a lot of people that really care about zombies and aren't going anywhere no matter what. And now that quarantines happen and bigger streamers are back to zombies, a lot of the casuals, nothing, no hate on the casuals. I'm not saying anything bad with them. A lot of the people who weren't um, there before are coming back because of the big streamers like Lex. And now that they're in the community and in the zombies ecosystem, they're coming to really small streamers like us.
yeah,
And therefore, the community is building up again. So I think we're still on the rise right now. As more people are finding the small community and more people are watching the big community, we're going to rise. And I want to see where that peak is because I don't know if we're near that peak.
and another big thing is Pat coming from Fortnite, coming back to zombies.
Yes.
He's
Oh,
bringing
yeah.
millions of new eyes to the zombies community.
Yeah, that's for sure. A
Like,
bunch of the
Especially those
Fortnite
little
kids.
kids. Yep.
yeah, they're gonna be like doing the hype all over
Amazed.
Kino, dude. It's gonna be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
No, but
Right.
it's
So,
definitely a big thing. Like that's gonna help the community a lot, and plus that Lex is doing not just zombies, he's also doing like reaction type videos that are actually really funny, stuff like that. That's also bringing new eyes to zombies. I don't know. Overall, I think a lot of people and Noah J, he's killing it too on like Warzone and stuff like that.
what is this video, Demons? This Fleur Dempsey Goddess Showdown. You keep like putting exclamation points.
Great.
And wait, what other questions we got? Somebody said something. I remember what it was.
So, in my opinion, BO4, like I'm just gonna go back. So BO4, I felt like they had good ideas, but they didn't execute them as well as BO3.
Mm-hmm.
Voyage,
Yes.
thought that was gonna be a good map when I first played it, but it turned out to be utter dog shit. It wasn't like it just I don't know.
Yeah, I guess that definitely is right because when I saw all the BO4 trailers, they looked insane. They looked so crazy. I swear I almost cried watching the Blood of the Dead trailer.
Oh
Like
yeah, that was a big
I
one.
had goosebumps, man. It was
And
insane.
then everyone was hyped to play on the Titanic, and then it was just like, oh, this is actually a pretty garbage map.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And one question here, it's a really quick one. Is zombies more fun with randoms or solo?
It's what kind of
Depends.
player you are.
I like just fucking around with people online. Like sometimes I'll
Mm-hmm.
on stream I'll just like go hook up my mic and just start talking to random people. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I think it depends on the person. For me, I don't play with randoms because I get pissed off at people.
Oh, I do
And
I do too for sure though.
all right, see you later, Krups. And I mean, I love playing co-op, not high rounds, but I Easter egg speedrun with my friends
Yeah.
and like Mikey and my friend Josh and everybody. So I like playing co-op, but I would say solo, in my opinion, is better than randoms. But it doesn't matter what I think, to be honest.
Yeah.
It
It's
also
just
depends on the map as well.
yeah. Timestamp 3706. Do I have to listen to it, demons, or what? 3706.
Especially if you have like the little Timmy in your game or
Oh,
like
dude.
like
Yeah.
I was
kid with
playing
the whole family reunion going on.
yeah, I was playing Transit with some random kids. It was like a squeaker and he gave me a mod menu. I'm like, "What the hell?" He's like, "Yeah, dude, I'm actually
What
like a
the hell?
modder."
It's
And I'm
all
like,
BO2
"What the
is.
hell, dude?" and we were just flying around transit. I'm like, okay.
So, Demons wants us to watch this video. So, if you guys wanna, I can share my screen to you guys on Discord, or you can hop in my stream. It's up to you.
Alright, I'll just watch the stream.
Okay, so my
Yeah, let me
display
just
capture
pull up
should
your.
be on.
Actually,
How long?
I'll just watch it
Okay, so
on
he wants us
Discord.
to watch it from like 37 to 39. All right. I am gonna play it right now, so I will be silent for 2 minutes.
They're not capable of using streaming technology like the BO1 community is, so you don't get to see the competition you're up against because most of the community is made up of people who can't stream. So how can you say that it's a relevant record or it's impressive if you don't know the actual good players just based on statistics on who actually plays the game? Because BO4 today is basically how BO1. Can I talk? Like, can't you say that like
no need to get mad.
I'm not mad, just like you just completely cut me off. But wouldn't you say that like today, like as we're talking right now, there's some kid who just hopped on BO4 for the first time and fell in love with zombies like we did like a decade ago when BO1 came out, and that's how word goes.
Yeah.
So like BO4 right now is still in the beta stages of competitiveness, so it's not really that relevant to even speak about because like the community the community that makes up the players right now aren't people who've been playing it for 5 years. Because like for the first high round community to come out, that was like 2012 or so. And when did BO1 come out? Like 2009, 2008, 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that kind of even proves my point further. Like that's still 2 years.
Yeah.
That's still 2 years time.
Yeah.
And it's hardly.
Well, you could just break down the records, like see what the records are doing versus what records are doing, like how, like if you compare like a BR1 record to like a realistic, like Easter egg, like it's just not the same. Like even like you adopted 202. Puts that to shame.
Yeah.
And that's like a meme record.
Like I guess I got to know the Easter egg speedrunners first, so that's why I looked at it as relevant because I don't really know, right?
What Easter egg speedrunners?
So, well, for BO4, no, Josh Carr is not an Easter egg speedrunner.
Okay, so Scythe and Baron, we should be Scythe and Baron back now, and so Demons, what did you want to show us in that video? Like, I see what you're saying. You're saying that we don't know like how good the high rounds are, like the records, because a lot of the new players, like a lot of the BO4 players, are young and are new to the community, so they might not have the proper hardware to record it or anything like that. So, what about that video do you want to point out to us, Demons? Well, yeah, there are a lot of new players and everything, because those, like a lot of the BO4 players, BO3 players even, they're very different from us. Like my cousin, for example, he plays BO3 and BO4, but that's just because, I mean, that's what he grew up with, so it's different. But you guys are saying that BO1 community won't care about the new games, but that's just because it's the most evolved community. So when something new comes out, it's hard to gauge with it. Yes. Yeah, Demons. I would have to agree with that. I mean, because how evolved the oldest version is. Yeah. I think it's a good point, then. What about you guys? What do you think about that?
I don't really know. I don't know. I don't really play BO1 much, so like I started on BO2. So I didn't really play BO1 much, so I don't really have an opinion on that.
We're just talking about like the people, even BO2 people, just the people who've been in the community for a while, how they're evolved. Like they've played zombies for a really long time. So we don't know how they're going to feel about the new games.
Yeah.
Because earlier we were saying, or I said, that probably the BO1 community wasn't going to care about BO4 or BO5, but we really don't know. because these people have been in the community a long time. They could like it, could not.
Well, yeah, no one really knows until
Just change.
we
People like
get a trailer or we get the release.
Most
Cause
religious players are on all the older games since it's so old. Yeah.
I don't know. It we'll see how it goes. Cause if it's a shit trailer, no one's gonna be playing it. So, if it's gonna be a shit game, no one's gonna be playing it. It all depends on what Treyarch does and how it's gonna play out.
I think it's just like the cycle of the community. You have the newer kids coming to BO4. You have the older people like staying on the older games. So like
Mm-hmm.
once the older people leave, community, the younger kids can like take over, and it's just like the cycle. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, they have to market it towards the younger casual players because those are the people that are going to buy the new game. If they market a really difficult, sweaty leaderboard based game, then a lot of new people in the community aren't going to get it because
Yeah,
it's going to be difficult.
they're
People aren't trying to go there to sweat their ass off. Like that's why people on Fortnite and shit complain about oh the sweaties. I mean, there's different communities. Like there's all the kids that just want to go there and have fun, and then there's the people that actually want to go do something with it. And there's no problem with either part of the community. I mean, we all have our different intentions, but
yeah. It's just from like a
they have to
business
market. Yeah.
standpoint, they want to market towards their biggest audience, and I would say the casual player makes up about 50%, if not more, of the community, and that's a
Yes.
big chunk. And they want to market to the biggest part to make
I
the
would have to
most
say like
money.
70 to 80%,
Yeah.
because like think of all the people that watch the Smith Plays, Noah J,
Oh yeah, true.
Lex, and
Yeah.
think of all the people that watch Phoenix or Oxy. So
Yeah.
so people like Phoenix or Oxy, they're the biggest small zombie stream or biggest competitive zombies players, I think. And they'll get 100, maybe 200 viewers max.
Yeah.
And so that means let's just say 200, okay? We'll give them the benefit of that doubt. And then let's say someone like Lex. People don't go to Lex to see high rounds. They go to Lex for entertainment. Let's say you have 5K viewers. So if we do like a calculation, 200 out of 5,000 plus 200, 5,200, it's 3.8%. So, I mean, obviously we can't say everybody in Lex's stream is a casual, but I would say the majority. So maybe we can round up to like 15%.
Yeah.
Like 15 to 20% of the community is probably high rounders or something. But
Well, we are
it,
coming up on an hour and 10 minutes, so I guess we can start kind of winding down a bit. And
All right. I feel like could implement something to make it for like two different type of game modes. Like I don't know how they would do it. Like be like public match, so like for the casuals, for the people who want to chill, and then maybe like a public match, but for like people who want to go for like high rounds. Maybe like there's like points you could earn. Like round 20, you get like 100 points, and like
mm-hmm.
that builds up. So like you're skilled with people with your or like skill based matchmaking, I guess. Like you're with the people who you're supposed to be with.
So like you're saying you compare yourself against
Yeah.
like maybe like with a prestiging system, you can have like overall leaderboards, but then you can have prestige leaderboards. Like you can have a prestige 1 leaderboard and you have the people that are have a certain amount of game time or anything like that. They're compared against each other. But as you go up in game time or prestige or level or anything like that, um, then you start comparing with more and more people. So if you're not playing that much of the game and you're not getting that high of rounds, like you're saying with the skill based matchmaking, you can compare yourself against people at that level, prestige 1 or whatever. But if you're out here grinding every single day and you're prestige master, you're obviously not going to want to compare yourself against the people getting around 20. You're going to want to compare yourself against the people getting around 200 plus. But yeah. Wait, see, you guys are making it overcomplicated. Just make it based on round average. Yes, that's probably a better idea, demons.
okay,
Jeremiah's asked, who's your favorite streamer right now?
me.
I have a handful.
Oh,
All right, so let's start with who wants to go first, Baron or Scythe?
I'll go first. All right, so you got Mike, obviously, because Mike
I'm excluded. I'm excluded because I'm in the
yeah,
group.
excluded.
everyone
All
in the
right,
call excluded.
Ethan, Greg,
Yeah, I can see that.
Lex. Those are probably top three.
Okay, and Baron, did you go yet?
No, I'd definitely go Greg, Lex, and Noah J. Noah J is pretty entertaining.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. So Scythe likes more of the small streamers and Baron likes more of the big streamers. Okay. So for me, um, let's see. Right now, if there's any streamer I want to go chill and watch the streamer I'm excited for, it would be Ethan. And obviously, that's why I picked him for the Visionaries, because I like his content. I like how he interacts with chat and everything. But in the past, my favorite streamer has been Legit, Chief Legit. You guys know
Yeah, I
Mi-
can respect that.
Mitch, Blizzard. There's been a lot of people in the community that I've really enjoyed, but I would say from the people that I really do watch on a daily basis would be Blizzard, Legit, and Ethan right now. I would say Viper also, but I mean, I'm just biased with all the Visionaries because they're my friends. I obviously like them, but if you guys are curious about big streamers also, I would say I still get a lot of enjoyment from watching Noah J. I don't watch him live, but I'll watch some of his YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, I'll pop into Lex's stream or watch some of his YouTube videos also. And Pat doesn't stream that much anymore, but I mean, he's Pat. So.
Yeah, he's more focused on like retrospectives and stuff like that now.
Mm-hmm.
But those definitely take a long ass time to make and edit and all that stuff. So he doesn't really have time to stream.
See, have I explained what the Visionaries is to the podcast? I have not. So, do you guys know what it is?
I think you were explaining it in Ethan's stream. He was
Okay.
somewhere in there, but I didn't get the full.
So, for a lot of people that don't know, a long time ago, I would say about a year and a half ago or something, I started something called the Visionaries. So, I was looking around on Twitch and I was like, all right, I see a lot of people that I really enjoy. I like their community. I like how they interact with chat and everything like that. I found Legit. I found Goda. And those were who I reached out to initially. So I was talking with my friend, my real life friend, and I was like, I'm thinking about starting a streamer group. So he came up with a name, he came up with the logo and everything like that, and I kind of just reached out to a few people. I didn't really expect them to accept or anything, but I asked Legit, sent him a message on Whispers on Twitch. I sent a message to Goda, and I sent a message to Lada. I don't think you guys know Lada because he's in the military right now, but those three guys, I sent them messages and I asked them if they wanted to join some streamer group called the Visionaries. So how I explained it to them was Visionaries is a streamer group, so a group of content creators, not necessarily zombies players, but a group of content creators that support each other, try to host each other, rate each other, come in the chat, and just it's kind of a community. It's the Visionaries. We have a very similar community. Like if you go on my stream, Ethan stream, Viper stream, and even though Legit isn't a Visionary anymore, or Godek, we all have very similar communities. And I like having that because it helps all of us grow with each other while also just giving us a support system. So initially we had me, Legit, Godek, Lada, and Let's Rise, or just me, Legit, Godek, Lada. And we were the Visionaries for a while. We were popping off, we were all growing, just chilling, having a good time. And then we wanted to expand a little more. So one of the other streamers, Let's Rise, we added him to the Visionaries. Then we ended up adding this guy Naturalized to the Visionaries. And eventually, after maybe 6 months or so, maybe a year of being in the Visionaries, there was like a mass exodus for some reason. Legit left because he said he wanted to go for a more solo approach. And then Goduk left because he said he wanted to start his own content creator group. And Lada left because he said he wasn't going to stream anymore. So it was just me, Rise, and Naturalized. And they weren't streaming much anymore. So it was basically just me. So I've been kind of chilling with the Visionaries for a while. I always talk about it, and I'm always looking. And I finally found some people that I thought were worthy of joining. I know that sounds weird, but like people that I really agree with their community, and I would love to have a similar community with them. So I asked Ethan, Viper, and Shotmaster if they wanted to join the Visionaries, and all of them accepted. So now we have the Visionaries that have like been reborn. And a lot of the problem with the Visionaries before is we didn't do much, which I was okay with, but a lot of the people in the group weren't okay with. So like I'm doing this zombie challenges thing now. And I mean, I know it's not a Visionaries thing, it's my thing mostly, but a lot of the Visionaries are participating in it. And it's really a community thing. And I'm planning on doing a Visionaries podcast, like after you guys basically gave me the idea and all that kind of stuff. So just in short, the Visionaries is a small group of content creators that support each other and kind of have similar goals and communities on Twitch.
Okay. That sounds pretty cool. Definitely something you guys should go check out for you guys listening on YouTube or Spotify or wherever the hell you are. Go check that out.
This is on Spotify?
Yep, this is on Spotify.
That's
Tried
sick.
to get paid, but he only takes only
because
like
I'm
U.S. bank accounts, and I'll have mine open right now.
Yeah, and I'm Canadian, so it doesn't really work.
Canadians.
Whoa,
Right.
dude! I'm not gonna have
Stupid
racism
Canadians.
in my podcast, dude.
Stupid Canadian.
Whoa.
Wait, do you guys stream?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. You guys need to whisper me and remind me to go look at you or something. That's what I tell everybody to do. Because my dumbass doesn't remember. So I just see a whisper. I'm like, oh, I gotta check out this guy or whatever.
So yeah, I guess we can kind of like do some promos right now and like self shoutouts and shoutouts or whatever.
I gotta say, World War II Zombies isn't that bad.
Yes, I agree. I like the Final Reich. I think World War II Zombies is beautiful. Like on PC, I think it looks really good.
More of a story than a high round speedrun game.
Yeah, I wouldn't high round World War II, but Final Reich Easter egg, that's my shit.
Yeah. Okay, well, Mike, do you want to give out any shoutouts or promote your stuff?
Sure. So if you guys haven't already, make sure to go check out my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/TheBigMike24. And make sure to also check out the Visionaries, which I talked about, a group of small content creators. Links will all be in the description. And lastly, make sure you guys go subscribe to the Zomcast. They are putting out some pretty great content right now. They're on the rise, and I hope to see them grow soon.
Sir.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
Yeah, subscribe to the Zomcast. Follow us on Twitter, Spotify, Apple Music. I think we're even on. Or not Apple Music. I think it's like, I don't know, something. You can find us pretty much like everywhere now. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, turn on those notifications, and help us grow. We're hoping to have some big guys on soon. And of course, we had a pretty big guy, Mike, on this episode. So go show him some love. Go follow him on Twitch. Go sub to him on YouTube. Go show him some love for being on. And that's about it. Scythe, you got anything to add?
Thanks, Mike, for joining us today.
Of course. I enjoyed it. Very interesting.
We would be happy to have you on anytime.
Follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv, LZ_Scythe. Really, yeah.
Alright, I guess we'll see you in the next one. See you guys.
Telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to